Hi guys, today's video is all about the LAV, in particular playing on Hainan Resort for the US side. I went on a really nice streak a couple of weeks ago. It was about 75 kills in this thing, running the canister shell and the tow missile, and I thought it was worth making a video about because it is an absolute beast, especially if you have a repper and you're playing on a team that's playing the objective. Admittedly, on a map where you've got some enemy tanks to deal with or maybe a helicopter, LAVs aren't exactly the best. Unless you're an ace with the tow missile, you're going to struggle to take down a lot of air vehicles, and against another tank, even with the recent buff, it's not going to be ideal and you might find yourself in a bit more trouble than you'd like to be in. But if you're on Hainan Resort, where the majority of players are going to be as infantry, I know you do have an LAV to deal with and an attack boat, and there are a couple of jets, but there's enough cover to give yourself a nice chance of going on a kill streak. The speed of the LAV is also an absolute key feature, especially on this map, because you can get from flag to flag really quickly, and you can also go in the water and jump across the river, which is really good at surprising the enemy, and you can get across the ground super fast. One thing I would recommend doing on this map, especially if you're playing on the US side, is keep Alpha capped at all costs. From there you can then go off to Bravo or you can go to Delta. Try and avoid the central flag if you can, because there's too many infantry there and you will find yourself getting C4'd. But if you're following the route I am now on screen, you can get yourself across to Delta, take out any incoming LAVs or stuff. Even if you are running a canister shell like I am, you can deal a lot of damage with a tow missile. Make your way across the bridge and start to cap Delta. Remember to always keep your distance from your enemies, especially if they're over by Delta on top of the boat, because they can be dropping C4 and attacking you with RPGs, and in an LAV you do not want to have that critical hit because it takes a long time for you to get going and you're really vulnerable at that stage. Save your APS for the perfect moment. As you see in a lot of these clips, I am hitting APS to avoid getting that critical hit so I can get out and reevaluate the situation. The last thing you want to do is get a critical hit, still have APS but have no chance of surviving if, say, another LAV or attack boat rolls upon you. The attack boat is not going to stand a chance against your tow missile, so attacking from range, make sure that you use your canister shell or whatever primary that you've chosen to pick. Make sure you shoot off his gunner or reppers at the back, and you'll find yourself going on these really big kill streaks. It's also worth remembering that in the LAV, you can get up to 6 people, and on a flag that can make all the difference. In an LAV, if you're in a full squad, they can all spawn on you and use you as a beacon. That is what makes the LAV an absolute beast on the battlefield. In terms of loadout, I do sometimes like to switch up between reactive armour and thermal camo. Thermal camo is good if you want to sneak around the back of an enemy, and maybe, especially on Hainan Resort, you can get around the very edge of the map without being detected. But if you're being exposed to a lot of tanks, you might want to go with reactive armour, as that will protect you just that little bit more and give you a little bit more protection when it actually matters. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this very short video. If you did, leave a like and let me know whether you like running with the LAV. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Enemy sniper, north of your current position!